We got Snapback Trishana on the show, on the Iron Sharpening Iron show, and I'm definitely super excited about having her here. But I got a question for you. So, in the YouTube journey, what has been the most challenging? One of the things that you had to overcome, or whatever, when you first, or as you're growing.
Wow, Big Jack. It's a lot.
Mm,
And I'm gonna break it down. As you say, the first 50, you have to get 50.
yeah.
And then once you get that, you have to learn the process. You engage with your audience, you engage with your community, you engage with other YouTubers. So you have to do that. And then, I'm still learning how to edit it. I'm still learning what language my audience like to speak, because, a lot of my community is faith based, so I have to make sure that I'm not doing the things that's offensive to them, but
Sure.
still having fun, because that's who I am. And some songs or dance I see, I did this one thing, I didn't think it would do that well, but it's going trendy. It's trending. It's like 32 viral, whatever they call it, 32,000 people,
Right.
and so it's just growing and becoming the YouTuber, the person that I am, letting it out, but then learning the growing pains, because in everything you do, you grow, and growing pains hurt, because sometimes you make mistakes. Some of the
Mm,
stuff I put out there may not be the greatest, but my desire also is to get better.
right.
So spending time learning to research how to do it. And the hardest part for me, the real hard part with all of that, is copywriting, because all the work you put in, it just take one thing to do. You traveling, going somewhere, and they got music playing, and you got a copyright strike, or using information not knowing that you can't use certain information,
Mm,
somebody else's stuff, because that's copyrighted. I
right.
can't even go on TikTok and put my stuff. I can, but it may not help me get to monetize,
Mhm.
because it's copyright strike. And so that part is really hard, not copyright strike.
No, that too is one of the, I guess, like I said, we all, I'm not gonna say everyone's after monetization, they want to be monetized, but at the same time, it's a lot of work to be a content creator. It's a lot of work to go into, putting a video out there and editing a video and coming up with the new content, and like you say, trying to appease certain audiences, and then you still got to worry about the other audience. You when you start getting up into the thousands. I mean, I'm not there. I think I'm at 1,700, so which is a good number when all I wanted was my 50. So I got my 50, and then it started growing. Excuse me. But even with that, it was just the fact that when you're trying to recognize everyone, you're trying to say, okay, what's the next? And you're right, you want to be who you are. So the big part is you just got to be you. So and the people's going to like you for you, and that's if you try to put on a show, and it will show up, especially when you're doing live. It'll show that it's fake. It show that it's not real. It's like it was funny because we did the We Be Jamming live show, and we had four artists on, and they was performing, and they was doing their thing. But at one time, one of the artists disappeared from the screen, and when he disappeared from the screen, he came back and he re-sang the song. And what we was joking about once it was all was like, which if you were lip singing or faking it or whatever, we all would have saw it right there, because you'd have never been able to get back to where you were. And so here it is where, like you say, you're on a live and someone throws something in the chat, and you can stop your live and still be who you are, regardless if you were just having fun and laughing and joking. But when you read that, the spiritual side of you can come in and say, hey, or the mother side of you, or the sister side of you, the auntie side of you, will step in and do what's need to be done at that time. And that's because you're just being you. And that's the whole thing. When you're just being you, that you don't have to fake it. You don't have to act like, you just, all I have to do is be me. And what you're seeing is what you're gonna get. I'm the same. If you met me in the street, it's the same person. So, and that's where, it's like, okay, well, I met him in person, and he was really totally different. Like, yeah, because you wouldn't get that from me. You're gonna get, that's the same person. He ain't changed nothing. He's gonna be that same person. Yes, I'm very competitive, but at the same time, like I said here, I'm not competing against you. I'm competing against myself.
Well, I
I,
said, I said, I'm not competing, baby. I'm completing. I come to
oh,
complete you, not to compete with you.
yeah, I got you. Well, and I recognize and receive that for sure. Because the thing is, I'm not against you. I want to see you grow. I want to see you blow up. When I remember you hitting your 1,000, and I'm like, wow, I'm super excited you hit your 1,000. But I know based off of what I saw, it's like what took so long. You know, it's not so much what you did. It's just the fact that it was taking anyone else that long to recognize. But when you keep doing what you're doing and be honest with yourself, it's going to happen. It's going to pop up. You're going to grow, and I appreciate that. So I want to make sure we check the people down in the chat. Again, we got Destined to Recover is here and it said thank you, brother. All is well. I know she's talking about we're going up. We got let's say Alvin. I'm not sure who Alvin is. I'm not sure who that is, but at the same time, he's here and thank you, Alvin. Poker 954. Thank you. Um, Joe Remington is in the house. Hello, Joe, and then welcome. Again, I would see Dustin. Keep going up the list. Let's say pre-treatment, pre-retirement days, comfort food. Okay. Nancy Green is here. Rim on the go. Tiffany Jackson, and I want to put that up because I think she was throwing that at you. She's so proud of you, so proud and excited for you, Snapback. So you can see it up on the screen. And again, going DBC Aquatics, MCK is in the house. The Gen X Effects is in the house. Shine Dig is in the house. Walter Jernigan's in the house. The Fisherman is in the house. We just gave you a name, so I hope you like it. So yeah. Bless the Crochet is in the house, and we're still going up and down. And like I say, because we do have guests that's going to be on the stage with us in the after show, they're too alive also. So it's a lot of different live popping in here.